Good evening, everybody. This is Akash Kumar Vathav, English Massab once again, and you are here for a very hot discussion on India's preparation about the whole war situation between Iran, Israel, America, and all sorts of things are happening with India here. So, we have in our panel our students. They are discussing public speaking and they are so good speakers already. So, I will be asking them questions about India's preparation, and these are here very much ready to answer. And this is how our discussion will develop. If you guys happen to watch my video live right now, you can give me a WhatsApp message. I will let you in. I will share you the link of this very meeting. Okay, so you can also join. And meanwhile, the comment box is all yours. So, let me introduce the topic. The topic is about India's preparation. Are we prepared enough? Are we good enough to sustain the war situation, even if it is not happening with us? But there is a lot to discuss about it. What is India's preparation? Because India is a large nation and the citizens of India are really affected because you can see the sudden hike on petroleum and other things. If petroleum gets a hike, there will be everything on a hike because that is the means of transport. That's what changes everything, the a whole scenario. So this kind of war, affects the whole world, and it is going to affect the whole world. I am just talking about as a patriot about my nation. So my first question is with you, that what do you think, are we really prepared, or do you think that these are just singing songs, um, uh, just like a lullaby, lori suna rahe hain, like a fake story, so that we can feel that we are safe? Because I personally do not find that we are much prepared about it. So this is my question: are we really prepared, or is the government fooling us? My first question. All right, guys, anybody can answer. Yeah, Shiv.
Okay, sir. So I would like to answer it.
Yeah,
I,
just a second, just a second. Let me interrupt you. I cannot turn on my camera because my camera is on OBS, so I'm already there. If you guys just turn on your camera, this will be one of the best experience for you. It will really give you a great boost of confidence. Okay.
okay. So I believe that oil is not just fuel; it controls the entire economy, and India depends a lot on imported oil. And I believe around 85% of the oil comes from the foreign countries. So if the crisis is short term, so that India can manage it easily, but if the crisis is long term, so India have to find better ways to manage the crisis. Few ways in which India can maintain its crisis are like India nowadays are using too much electrical vehicles, have been running too much in India. So it's the very best alternative for the petrol. So we don't need fuel. Everything is done in India only. So, and the government price, fuel prices are decided by government. So, there, if crises are happening and if the fuel prices, these means it can't be, fuel can't be sold too much in black. So, because the price will be set by the government, and we can slowly shift to other alternatives. If crisis is small, if big crisis is there, then I don't think government is prepared for it. But yeah, and one more thing we can say that our India don't take oil from just one country. It take oil from multiple countries like Russia, USA, Middle East. So if crises are there, so I believe if crises are there from one or two countries, we are not getting oil, it will be okay. But if many countries will not give us the oil, then the prices will become more. And I believe it's just because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Iran. If war will be over, then everything will be normal. Then petrol crisis will not be there. And if the prices of oil will increase, then the prices of goods, each item will be increases because uh, everybody have to buy the petrol, which is costlier. So they will increase their amount everywhere. So it will disturb our economy also, I believe. So at last, I would like to say India is prepared for short-term crisis, but not for long-term crisis. Thank you. I would like to hear other opinion also.
Okay, okay. Let me continue with the same stream. with one more question. As you really began very, very, very well, I must appreciate you. Wonderfully said.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
After speaking, you are allowed to turn off your camera. Everyone is allowed, actually. There's no problem. It's your own will to turn on your camera. It's my request to turn on and turn off. Okay. So, I am asking one more question upon your discussion that India is heavily dependent upon the other options of fuel like electric vehicle, but don't you think that we are still afraid of the electric cars, not with the electric scooters, but the two, we are not afraid of the electric scooters. We are really embracing the electric scooters, but we are not embracing the electric cars. We are still, very much agitated to buy an electric car because
Yes,
of the matter that we do not have that many charging points, because charging points are far and few between, they are so distant. So India, I don't think so, is very much developed enough to counter the fuel crisis for the transportation, because we cannot just switch or turn into have a sudden turn into the no petroleum cars or no petroleum four wheelers. Don't you think others can also join?
yes, sir. I truly believe that electric vehicle like two wheeler is good because it has been running from past 3 to 4 years and everybody is using. But about electric car, as you mentioned, is it true? Because people are not trusting too much because even in electric two wheeler, we don't prefer for a very long distance. We prefer around 10 to 20 kilometer and we go there where charging point is there. So in car we usually travel a lot of distance, so the main point will be there if we don't get the charging point and if our car stops somewhere in the highway, so what we will do. So I think, sir, it's the not best option for the car, electric car, I believe. And for long distance, India need to develop like technologies more have to develop. If cars stop somewhere in the highway, so how people will come or not that company to resolve their issue, and charging points, how they can increase more charging points. Because there are a lot of things which have to be done.
But
Uh,
it has to be done. It's a long story short, so we cannot do.
yes, sir.
We cannot just switch all of a sudden. But okay, I'm having another question, and I think somebody else should answer now.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think Ankita will be more interested, and maybe Abhinav will be more interested in this one. My question is, anybody can answer again. I'm just saying, for the sake of saying that, as you know, that USA has just threatened once again by giving an ultimatum of 48 hours that the Strait of Hormuz must be free. So, Iran just doesn't seem to give a damn to this threatening, because Iran looks so calm and composed and looks kind of ready. As far as the, the 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 overall picture that I can see or I can feel. What are your feelings about that? About this ultimatum game by America?
Can I answer?
Yeah,
Okay,
यार तुम लोग
so
यहाँ क्यों हो यार?
hello everyone. So first of all,
भागो यहाँ
you
से.
need to understand what is the importance of State of Hormuz. What is the geopolitical political importance of State of Hormuz? So basically, State of Hormuz is a very narrow sea route between Iran and I think Oman. So it is actually one of the very most important route for global energy because 20% of the world's uh, oil has large amount of gas is passing through that route on a everyday basis. So the country for country like India, this route is very very important, and because a big portion of India's oil and LPG comes through this path. This is a very hot topic, and you have already said that USA is threatened, and I have already said that USA is inviting each and every NATO country to intervene in this state of Hormuz, and nobody and no country is giving a damn because no country wants to involve in this war because first of all USA has had made a very very big mistake to start this war. First of all, USA was not at all prepared to Iran to retaliate so badly because they were thinking that Iran will give up in like 3 to 4 days after the Khamenei's death. They were thinking that Iran will give up, but this clearly this is not happening. They are giving very much tough time to USA. So I think don't take Donald Trump seriously.
That is
He
what they are saying.
yes,
The
please do.
Iranians,
Yes, and nobody's taking USA. First of all, um,
the NATO nations have not yet jumped into this debate
nobody
so
will
far.
jump. So nobody will jump. And rest of all, I would like to say that Shivam has already said that India is Iran is not only one country from which
What happened here?
other countries. We have all recently made a deal with Russia, and I would like to say also that India is very much well prepared. Sir. I don't know whether you know that India has a very balanced opinion in each and every situation. India's this is a very uh, I would like to say India's diplomacy is very much balanced. India
Yeah,
is very much
we
well
are
prepared.
we are always on the fences.
And I although I know that price hike is there in LPG, but when I was checking, what is the inflation rate due to the price hike due to the gas issues. India is affected only like only 10% of increase was there in the gas hike. Rest other the countries it was like 20 to 25 percent of gas hike was there. So my mother is just showing me the route of Hormuz, and I was yes, I have already told this point. Yes. I
Okay,
already.
does your mother also want to join it?
She's very much keen interested in global politics like me.
Oh
So
my God!
yes, she's very much interested. She watch all kind of stuff. So she's very much she's keenly listening.
Suggest our video to her also. Show this to
Yes,
her.
yes, I will, sir. And so India is well prepared, sir. I would like to see that India does not have to do much in this. Just keep a balanced opinion. Be prepared because this war is not going to end very soon. Russia Ukraine war is still going on. Gaza, Palestine, and Israel is this war is still going on. So I think Iran and America war will not going to end very soon, but India will surely do best. And sometimes to do nothing is the best thing we
Yeah,
can do. Not to intervene in
it's
anything,
the
just give
better
them a
status
quiet.
quo. Okay,
Yes.
may I ask the next question? I'm asking Abhinav this question.
Sure, sure.
Okay, Abhinav, I'm asking you, about our neighboring country, China. So China,
Hmm.
we don't see China's dialogues coming up front on any newspapers and no robust image. He's not participating in any kind of debates. He's not even tweeting a thing. They are not doing anything as if they have no problem with the wars. I think that, I mean, let's not give me my opinion. I want to ask you, what do you think
Hmm.
about what China is doing? He doesn't seem to be getting into this war zone situation, not even by a dialogue. He's not speaking a word. He's just there, and he's just as if he's just watching and taking the heat of the war. So, what is your opinion about what China is doing? What is your observation about this global thing?
Sure. Yes. Well, I think China
May
is
I
actually
please
making.
ask you to turn on your camera if you're comfortable, first of all?
Uh, Sir, actually, I think I'll be fine with this way
Okay,
as well.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Well, I think China is here on this making a strategic ambiguity between these two countries. At the same time, I would also like to point out, even if I see like China has invested multiple billions of dollars in that country, especially in Iran, and it has also committed to invest more than 300 billion dollars in upcoming 25 years. Even after seeing such even after seeing such their investments getting destroyed and all, they are not speaking anything, not even like the way you said out. They're not even tweeting, they are just simply, they're just simply calm. They don't have any, they're just simply not taking a look on this all this shit. Well, I believe that China is a country which
generally does not interfere in between other countries, in their relations, in their in their in their operations and all.
Hmm.
So this is actually the good thing about I have actually personally seen in China in multiple cases, not only that this time. And additionally, China is also just doing this thing as to show when China is going to invade the Taiwan, so it would not have any duality, it would not have any duality of thought, or maybe a duality of example in itself, because when China is going to invite, so it will already have set up an example that, okay, here when you guys when especially the US was invading the Iran, there was no actually, I mean, we haven't said anything out there, even though our investments were getting destroyed and all, but we haven't said, we just simply maintain a strategic ambiguity. And like the way here on this case, we just want to fulfill our we just want to merge this country, we just want to fulfill this wish. So so we want, or we expect from the other countries to maintain, or maybe just to maintain a very neutral position on such cases. So that is the thing that actually China is doing. And in actually geopolitics, yeah, this is a very great example China is actually setting up here. Like the way we see in India, in India's case, like even though we see Israel, even if we see like Israel is actually a very great friend of India, but still it also supports the idea of Palestine. And additionally, even after we are having such great relations in between, so in geopolitics or in international arena, you don't actually have a duality. So that is a thing that countries follow, and that is a thing, probably that is the most probable reason I'm actually seeing it here, that China is actually trying to maintain that thing, maintaining that basically the ambiguity.
Very nice to hear you. I'm so chuffed and I'm so enlightened with your thoughts. But let me move towards Priyanka
Sir,
and Vijay. Yeah, Kankita,
I
yes.
would like to just add some more points.
Please,
Just
please, you are all allowed.
I totally agree with Abhinav and the Taiwan point that he mentioned. First of
Yes,
all,
that's a pivotal
that's
point
a
actually.
very important point. First of all, we need to understand that China. I have already sent you the video that China has very large strategic oil reserves for the future, even bigger than many countries. So it can't be. So it can really survive for a very longer time. And Iran has been sanctioned by the US, uh, but China was the only country, even during the sanctions, China was continuing buying oil from Iran, even at very discounted prices. So China does not have any fear, and China really wants that America should get engaged in war with Iran.
That is
So
what
that,
I was saying. This is the
yes,
pivotal point that
yes.
China is waiting.
Yeah, because if this war goes on for example for for more than 1 year, China will capture Taiwan, because then USA has to provide security to how much he is going to provide security. First of all, he is fighting war with Iran. Then he is providing military security to Japan also, because Japan, as you have recently seen, that Japan
Yes,
prime minister visited. Japan does not has have his own military. So he's providing security. It's funny, sir, that the America was the one who bombed,
destroyed.
and he is not providing some kind of irony. But yes, but Japan is doing. He's protecting Japan also, and China really wants this. Just wait, sir. In 2 years, China is going to capture Taiwan. It's
And we can see that China is going to be the next superpower. It's easily going to beat Uncle Sam because Uncle Sam is doing too much of the hooliganism
no,
business.
sir. There's still two issues which stop China to become a superpower. That's a different topic. We will not
Okay,
discuss on
okay,
it.
okay, 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 okay. Okay, not a problem. We were discussing about India's reputation. Okay, so moving back to two of our more speakers, Priyanka and Vijay Baghele. So Vijay,
Yes, sir. Very good evening.
okay, very good evening to you too. Vijay, I just want to know that do you feel that Indian army, if any kind of crisis comes in between, Indian army is very well prepared to support the borders, because in the crisis time, this can happen that there will be a kind of turmoil that might emerge from the side of Pakistan, that the USA is now busy with something, and India is now feeling relaxed, and the whole world is looking towards the Iran and American conflict. So he might, start retaliating and attacking India for the point of Kashmir. So do you think that are we also thinking about this sudden attack might be planned by the Pakistani armies or whomsoever? What do you think about this?
So,
There might be suddenly this might happen because the whole world is looking at some other direction.
if the Pakistan try to attack on India, then it would be the biggest disaster for the Pakistan because our Indian army is
Can you
so
turn on the
strong.
camera?
तो दिखेगा नहीं
Hmm.
मैं थोड़ा मतलब इधर
Okay,
देता
no
हूँ
problem. You can turn
so
off the camera. Camera was better turned off.
okay
We
sir.
can't see anything except the dark.
Yes sir. So basically our Indian army is always ready to protect our country like in last war, the Operation Sindoor, during the Operation Sindoor, we have seen the power of Indian army. Uh, Pakistan tried to uh, target our cities, but uh, due to our Indian army's presence of mind and the strategies, even a single missile uh, is not uh, is not targeted in Indian cities.
Hmm.
Even though the uh, Pakistan was trying to use their uh, bomb airplanes, air force, but in that case, uh, our army gives a मुंह तोड़ जवाब को क्या बोलेंगे सर?
हाँ जी, आप लोगों से कौन बताएगा मुंह तोड़ जवाब? The army gave perfect reply.
Okay. So in that case, our army gives a perfect reply.
Hmm.
Even
Discipline.
though the war is going between Iran and Pakistan and Afghanistan, the recent news was came through the Pakistan that trying to they are uh, trying to uh, trying to क्या सर वो क्या
Hmm,
बोलते हैं
hmm, hmm.
उसको?
Trying to do what?
They are trying attack on they said actually they are going to target the India
Hmm.
uh, for uh, uh, for किसके लिए target करते हैं?
इसके लिए for
Uh,
Kashmir.
Kashmir for the Kashmir.
Hmm.
But our Indian army is uh, is ready to uh, fight back
Chalo.
and
Okay. Now
definitely
next
they will.
question. I'm moving forward for the next question to Priyanka. Priyanka,
Yes, sir.
now I'm asking you a little common question, not the heavy one. I'm asking you the role of Indian media. The what do you think that the role of Indian media should be? What is Indian media, especially the video media, what we call? I'm saying video media, not the print media, the screen media. What is its role and what it is right now doing? We don't believe the media, which is the social media and also the TV media, but we do believe, still believe the print media. Newspaper का हम अभी भरोसा करते हैं, but there are so many rumors that are being spread by the news channels, the news channel media. So what do you think about their roles right now? How prepare and what things are they doing? Are they making the most of the event that झूठी खबरें फैलाओ and get the TRP, or are they really showing the truth? There are two. I'm asking you the question on two kinds of channels. One is the English channel and one is the Hindi channel. Chalo.
Okay, sir. So, as we know that media is the most important thing in every country, that if somebody has no, mm, if we know about to our nation and world, so see, we can see and know about the world through the media, and media is also a pillar of our media is the fourth,
Fourth
we
pillar
know
of
that
democracy.
fourth pillar of democracy, but nowadays media is like that, go the media, so that what the polit- politicians, they they also prefer to say that what's the mm, uh,
There are two kinds of media I'm already telling you. One is the media that is presenting the Hindi news channel. Okay. And the media that is presenting the English news channel. Have you watched the English news channels?
no, sir.
Okay. That means you'll have to find the difference between Hindi news channels and the English news channel. Okay. The Hindi news channel shows whatever the the crowd or the masses want to listen. And I have preferred watching the English media because they are more laconic and target audience based. They speak not what the people want to listen, what is the real news actually. Okay, a little bit of I can say the propaganda makers, they make the English media makes less propaganda, little propaganda, but the hype is always given by the Hindi media. Okay, and because most of the crowd follow the Hindi media, that is one of the biggest point that you will see the difference between the Hindi media and the English media. Also, when you see the newspaper, the kinds of news that the Hindi newspapers type and the English newspaper, have you observed, guys? Ankita and Abhinav and Vijay and Shivam too, if you happen to read an English newspaper and you happen to read a Hindi newspaper, there the variety of news is really pulls apart.
Exactly, sir. I mean, yeah, to a very large extent, I have also seen this not only in newspapers, especially in media as well. Like the content and the content is just simply far good in terms in English basically,
Yeah, it's
and it
far
is
better.
really, yeah, it's far better, sir. And like you get to have a logical aspect of it. Okay, what's really happening there in. And especially in Hindi media, it's more of like a manipulation, or I would say propaganda. They just simply try to propagate there. So yeah, if somebody, especially who is learning English, they really should watch these kind of thing. Additionally, you'll be also like improving your logical and analytical ability as well by just watching the news in English, and it will definitely going to help you in a multiple
Absolutely,
way.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, Shivam, coming back to you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, suppose if you become India's foreign minister right now, if you have not become India's foreign minister, if you are given a chance to assist India's foreign minister, what kind of suggestions that you might pose to him right now?
If sir, I have to post a message to the foreigner.
Hmm.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
I'm repeating the question. If you are given a chance to assist India's foreign minister, what kind of suggestions are you going to portray?
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, that first I will recommend that war is not benefiting to any country, and even it's there also loss if the war continues for a very long time, because
Uh, let me just stop you for a minute. We are not in the war, first of all. Okay, and that is how
normal.
you'll have to say. Yeah, we are not in the war.
Okay, okay, sir. So just one message that uh,
A
trading
suggestion you
about
have to tell.
the second, sir. So suggestion about more petrol, how we can extract and uh, how we can supply more petrol, take more petrol from them. That suggestion only, sir, I will give.
Ankita, if you were to give something, a suggestion.
First of all, sir, he is Dr. S. J. Shankar. He does not need any kind of suggestion from me. But I would like to ask him or a suggestion. It's a very difficult thing to say whether I want to ask him or suggest something. But I
Okay.
would just think that I'm asking him a question that India is not involved in this war. India has a very neutral position in this, and India has a very good relation with Iran also, Israel also, and we can say USA also. Some not except for Donald Trump, we can say that, but we are having a good relation with each and every country.
Yes.
So I want my country's future to become very big in future. So can India play a negotiator in this war, so that everybody can see India as a peace. India is a peace loving country, but they should see India as a negotiator. That Narendra Modi can become a very good negotiator if the countries.
Do you
Uh,
think that Uncle Sam will let us do it because he is begging for that peace award?
then
And
why
if he thinks that Modi ji is coming forward to catch that award and he is going to fetch that award, and he will definitely, if he tries to, if India becomes the peace negotiator, then Modi ji will definitely achieve that award that Trump desperately wants.
First of all, sir, Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, Honorable Narendra Modi, is not after such kind of awards. He has
Obviously,
he has already gotten highest civilian award from many of the countries,
many
even
of the
Iran,
countries.
Saudi. So he does not need that. And Rahi baat Uncle Sam ki, sir, why he's first of all he's begging for Nobel Peace Prize, and second of all he's
By
also
attacking
starting
countries.
and begging other countries to involved in state of Hormuz to jump in this war. And he's just don't take him seriously. In next tenure he will not be there. And I will ask to sir one more
10
question.
years.
I will ask
I'm
next.
not seeing him after a few years when this after this regime, Uncle Sam.
I think so. After some time, 2 years, 1 year, 2 year, I think that someone will try to assassinate him.
He has been already tried when he
Yes,
was
one more
canvassing
attempt
for
will
him.
be there. I
Yes,
think so, sir. Now, one more attempt will be there because he is making a lot of enemies, and USA will have to pay what is Donald Trump doing. USA will have to pay in coming years, and but just one thing I want like to say to S. Shankar, that in if India, several of the invoice, even Iran invoice and many other countries invoice has said on the camera that Narendra Modi can definitely help in negotiating peace between the countries because he has a good relation with each and every countries. We have a balanced, we have a very good foreign policy. So I would like to say, can India do that? First of all, India does not need to do that much, but just to create a very good image. That's it. Because S. Jaishankar does not need any kind of suggestion from
advice.
India.
Yes, yes, yes. He is already a big boss.
Yes.
And yes, Abhinav, yes. You wanted to say something.
Yes. Can I just say more on like if I would get
You
a
can
chance
do
to
whatever.
suggest something?
You can say whatever you like. It is your
Yeah, sure.
chance,
Thank you.
your show, buddy. No problem.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, like if there is a situation, like okay, if I actually would get a chance to suggest to Jashankar, I would simply gonna going to say to go all the way in terms of exploring the investments. Like even if you have to allow the Chinese investments to be pumped in India, you should do that. I mean, you should aim for, because India is right now a very a growing economy, and India has this strategic advantage for the next maybe like 20 to 25 years. And of course it is not going to be last long for forever, so India must need to have to take a lot of investment from different countries, I mean anyhow possible. And that is the way, that is the best possible way that India can really do, and that is the very best way that India can actually perform economically very well, like having a growth rate of like at least around 9 to 10% per annum, and that's really going to boost India's economy, or maybe the GDP, in a very good way. So that is the suggestion. And well, I won't say like, although peace negotiator is it's something, it's more of I feel like noble thing or something, but it has not something to do with real progress. So I would never ever going to say something on that.
Yeah,
So
Ankita
okay,
has the
that's all I
counter
have
to
to
you.
say. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
first of all, if India wants Chinese investment or some kind of Chinese investment, I don't know, Abhinav, whether you know about RCP, which was like way years back. India should have, signed that contract way back, and India will
What was that contract? I also, let me please.
RCEP. Just
RCEP.
yes, I
Okay.
India should have signed it. At the end moment, India refused to sign that deal. It was a yes.
Mm.
And
Okay.
first of all, and second, um, uh, if Chinese want India's market to be open, and but it will create a lot of क्या कहेंगे उसको, it will create a lot of deficit between India, क्योंकि हम लोग कुछ दे नहीं रहे उनको. We are not giving anything. China is producing each and everything. They are very much self
We are just
sufficient.
the buyers. You want to say we will
Yes,
just be the
we will
buyers,
not.
not the
It will
sellers.
create a huge deficit, huge trade deficit with China, and we have already have a very huge trade deficit China with Russia and all that. Even you know what? Why I would like to add, I would like to also say that one of the we have already have so much of counter problem with Northeast, so it's better. I would like to say that not give like free trade or open hand to Chinese investment in our country. Although Chinese investment is already there in our country, but in a very controlled way. So I
Hmm.
think this is the only way we can do that. And it's very I will not. I will just say that peace negotiator just because S. Jaishankar and our many foreign ministers have already thought about that whether we can go forward with China or not regarding the investment thing. But some of the things that we are not able to see, that they are very much able to see that what will happen if we give open market to China. So we can't do that. And peace negotiator, I would not like to say that. I would like to ask just as Shankar, that's what's India's role? Is India's trying to do that? Otherwise, I would not ask any question to S. Shankar if I have to assist him. It's just an honor for me to assist him. I would just learn from him. It's just a question from him whether is India is doing or not. Otherwise, the question regarding like investment, it is very difficult for India to allow China to freely invest in India. Although I appreciate what China is doing, but still I can't. Even our government is not able to do that because it will definitely affect us in longer run. Thank you.
Okay. 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 That was. Avinav, you want to say something else?
Yes, yes, for sure. So, yes, like first of all, I would like to kind of put a note on here that if there is a situation given by somebody, okay, if there is a situation given by somebody, or if there is a situation given in a question, like you need to have to assume, then you must have to assume. It's not like, okay, he's something or he's something, he's having this position. It's really the wrong way to deal with. And additionally, Ankita here said out that, okay, RCEP. Let me just come with a straightforward that what do you mean by RCP? It was really not about investments. It was more India didn't join that thing just because India is not having right now. India's industrial setup is not, I would say, mature. So those countries are very much mature. Those countries like have economically done very well, like Japan and especially China, and then Thailand, especially Vietnam. These countries have already a good manufacturing base. So just only for that reason, India has not joined, because India is still needs a lot of investment in terms of setting up a good manufacturing base. That is the most prominent reason which India simply back off from that thing. And it was really not about investment. And additionally, I would also say on the fact that don't actually mess up the whole thing. Like if you have to say on something, just please be straightforward and just simply end the whole thing. And so that's all I have to say. So
All right, all right, all right. Now, the last thing that I would like to ask in the end, I would like to hear from Priyanka and Vijay. Priyanka in particular, Priyanka has said a little. Then Shivam can also jump into this. Uh, do you think that India is going to benefit from all these situation of war? And we will see that India is a more powerful country from the right now situation after 5 years of this war situation. Priyanka can answer, start answering. Do you think India is getting kind of benefit and the image correction, image enhancement for Indian citizen, for the Indian Prime Minister and Indian politics, not Indian citizen, but India, overall India?
Sorry, sir. I don't understand.
Okay, Shivam, can you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, just a
O-
second, sir.
Only yes does not, fulfill the idea.
Yes,
How
sir.
do you feel
Speaking,
like?
there's a lot of disturbances, sir. I was moving to another room.
Okay, not a problem, not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, Ankita, you raised your hand.
Yes, sir. I would like to say that India, like Avinav, I like to counter him. I really, understand his point, what he's trying to say. But India has been very much, has become, from past also, has very much become very much cautious about allowing investment from China. And especially after the Galwan Valley clash, after this incident, India changes foreign investment rules. I would like to say completely, and it made mandatory for the countries, especially which share border with India. So we are taking investment from Japan also, like many bullet trains and all that stuff. We are trying to lower the foreign companies to plant their infrastructure in India, and we have taken many projects from Vietnam and Taiwan. Taiwan too is a very now hub with a hub of what we can say microchip conductor, chip conductor.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
and got
Semiconductor.
semiconductors.
Semiconductor, yes, yes, yes.
Semiconductor.
Just missed the term.
Yes, after China will capture Taiwan, then forget about that also. India will have to heavily depend on it. And so I would like to say that India, I am not against foreign investment. Maybe I'm missing some of the Abhinav point, but I am against the investment in China. Just to it's because we have to protect our national interest also, and China is eyeing Arunachal Pradesh, our whole northeast, as
Oh,
every
yeah, chicken neck.
yes, he's trying. They are trying to cut a chicken neck. So it's better. It's not should being open to global business, but we should be open for the global business. We are open in global
Oh,
business,
yes, very much.
but not at the cost of safety and control. Okay, so I'm very much impressed with China. I can't able to hate China because I'm so impressed with them. I'm very very impressed with them. They are very good, but दुश्मन तो आखिर दुश्मन ही होता है, so we
Yes,
can't.
yes, बिल्कुल भरोसा नहीं कर सकते भाई. Yeah, Abhinav, you have something to say.
Yeah, yeah, correct, sir. Actually, all India has already like the way she actually talked about the investments regarding in India, especially coming from China. The thing is that India has already figured out some critical areas in critical actually domains, critical areas in which the investment is already investment is already not, I would say. Uh, like in those critical areas, India has already opposed the investment of China. But as in manufacturing, especially in cars, especially in automobiles, especially in sectors which is more of labor driven, India should allow those kind of investment because those kind of market are very much mature. Automobiles markets in India is very much
Yeah,
mature.
where
They
we
are
have
actually
got more power and more potential to expand. You're right.
Exactly, sir. And that's the thing which we need to have to leverage out. That is the thing I'm just going to emphasizing, that India needs investment, especially from China. And when it comes to actually thinking about the economical aspect, we first should take care of how the trade deficit we are having with China, instead of simply
Absolutely
just
correct.
blindly, instead of simply blindly following the simply saying that okay, we should not allow. I mean, be very logical. We are not actually ally of United States or something. We have actually maintained a neutral position, and we should have to, leverage out those things, the things which we have. So that is the thing. All I gotta have to say on here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, guys, this was really fantastic to hear you and all are the youth of India speaking so bluntly about what we are all doing, what the India's state is right now, what we have to do. You are the future. Your suggestions and whatever the things you talk, we might have a chance that somebody watches our so-called group discussion, and you have really rocked the party tonight. I am really thrilled with your ideas. It was a wonderful group discussion, especially Ankita and Abhinav had a great deal of say. Shivam started very, very well. Priyanka, as usual, stated her points. Vijay, you were also fantastic. So everybody was at your peak, guys. You did wonderfully, wonderfully well, guys. You rocked the show. You have really made my group discussion wonderful. Thanks to you a lot. And I will be calling once again Abhinav and whomsoever wants to join the group discussion and the debates in the future classes. For now, this is Akash Vathav signing off today. Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
You're
Good night,
welcome.
sir. Good